Welcome to another InWheelTime podcast.
It's the award-winning InWheelTime Car Talk Show. Somebody awarded us something at some point?
Yeah.
For what? Just ahead, our drag racing friends will learn about the Texas Muscle Car Club Challenge that you hear us talk about occasionally. Plus, Jeff will have the cruise in and events calendars, and I'll bring you stories making automotive news headlines this week. Howdy, along with Mike out of this world, Mars. We need more Jeff Seekin, always. Chief Engineer David Ainsley. I'm Don Armstrong. Glad you could join us on this Saturday. I'm still trying to recover from the dash hound. Mars, never mind. I'm not.
We actually went back.
It's an East Texas thing. Just let me.
Okay, I'll let you bathe in the joy of that.
We actually went back through the script you sent us so we could read it again.
Yeah, we had to look at that. So, just saying. So, do we have
love
our
you,
next
Michael.
guest, Mr. Mars?
Yes, Scott is here.
Scott Striegel, president of the Texas Muscle Car Club Challenge. Scott, good morning to you, and thanks for joining us.
Morning.
Good morning. So, Scott.
Guys can hear me okay?
Yeah, we're doing well. How are you?
It's a little, for October, it's 89 degrees.
Yeah. Are you up in the Dallas area?
I am close to Denton, so yes.
Okay, very good. All right, so for everybody that doesn't know, let's talk about the Texas Muscle Car Club Challenge. And this is a drag racing event that actually several of them that you guys have put together at drag strips, mainly across Texas. Am I correct?
Yeah. Correct. We only have one in Oklahoma, but everything else is in Texas.
Okay. And so, and generally speaking, these are 8th mile tracks, correct? Yeah.
Correct.
So what
the only one we have that's quarter mile in Texas would be the Motorplex at Ennis. In Oklahoma, we've raced at Thunder Valley. That's quarter mile also.
Now, do you run the quarter mile? The track is a quarter mile, and you just run the 8th? How does that work?
Is he frozen up?
Scott, can you hear us?
Uh-oh.
No? Well, okay. Well, Mr. Mars, I'm going to let you handle that. We don't have anything to do with that on this end. That is probably his cell phone signal, I would imagine. So we will let you take care of that if you don't mind, sir.
Yes, sir.
You guys are bad.
There he is.
Yeah, he's going to have to redial us up.
So
okay. All right. Mike, I'm going to let you take care of that. It says here, the Texas Muscle Car Club Challenge Series, the goal of it is to provide a racing venue for people who want to race for fun. It's a club against a club event that races for points.
Mm-hmm.
A challenge committee representing the clubs will meet periodically and decide how many races to run each year, where to run, the structure of the program, and the rules. And these are basically friends.
Yeah.
And
buddies. Yeah.
And they go to these different events as friends, and they race against each other.
And it's better than the street. You see these TV shows about street racing and the bad stuff that happens after that, and then the cities alone. So that's good.
Yeah. The street takeovers and stuff like that. This is not that. This is legit stuff with time slips that they hand out after the end of each run. And hey, look what I did.
Mm-hmm.
I beat you by 0.2 of a second, whatever the case may be.
Yep.
So at any rate, Texas Muscle Car Club Challenge, they sponsor one of our segments on the program. And anyway, it's good stuff. So I did want to mention to you, and you probably heard the commercial already, and we're going to repeat it a couple of times during the rest of the show. There was a Throwdown Tailpipes and Tacos event that was scheduled for October the 18th, and it is still scheduled.
Yeah.
And this is going to be at the Lupi Tortilla Tex-Mex out in Katy, which is the only place for tailpipes and tacos. And it's coming up on October the 18th. And I tell you this because we typically will be there for all of the tailpipes and tacos events. Stan and Chase and the whole gang out there at the Loopy Tortilla out there. But this particular event we will not be at because we had already committed to another remote broadcast for the Spring Branch High School Foundation. Right. And we are going to be at that event while this event is taking place. So you got your choice. You can either go to Tailpipes and Tacos or the Spring Branch.
With or without us.
Yeah, with us or without us. Yeah. Either way, it's going to be on October the 18th. So I believe that's 3 weeks from today.
Right. Yeah.
That's coming up. And if you'd like more information on the Loopy event, go to Tailpipes and Tacos, and you can get or you can go to InWheelTime.com as well and get the information there.
Or you could go to both. You could start it at one and end at the other.
And you never know.
You
could very well do that.
And I think there's going to be a Dachshund show.
No, a Dash Hound.
Dash Hounds?
Okay. A Dash Hound.
Dash Hound show.
Okay. A Dash Hound show. Don't say that too fast, too quickly. Okay.
Mike's working on the guest.
Is he?
Yeah,
okay.
So.
Well, we don't have any control over that, so we're just going to kind of move on.
All right.
I had a story that I was going to originally use for our story of the week. And another one came up that I changed it out. But this is kind of a part 2 of a story of the week. Late model used vehicles, some of the most profitable for franchise dealerships, are harder to secure in 2025. Competition for a smaller amount of that inventory stays strong, however. In response, some dealerships turn to their service departments as a potential internal gold mine for those used vehicles. If you've taken your car to a car dealership here of late, chances are you've been approached by someone within the car dealership that says, hey, you want to sell your car? Well, dealers have been finding inventive ways to source pre-owned vehicles for several years. The pandemic and subsequent semiconductor shortage curtailed new vehicle production. That resulted in fewer U.S. sales and, in particular, new leases. And that, in turn, led recently to a shortage of off-lease vehicles returning to dealership lots as trade-ins. Some dealership managers said the service drive is one way to find inventory at their fingertips.
Absolutely.
To supplement what they can't find as frequently in other channels. It's an interesting thing that they have discovered. And hey, we've got all these people coming to the service department. They're coming to us with used cars. Yeah. Why not say, hey, we can make you a deal? So that's what
it's just coming to light. But that's been around a while. Because now you can sell your car without buying one. So that's all that all started. And I agree. They used to do that when I was working at dealerships. They would do that. Hey,
but you're a lot younger than me.
By a whole lot. Oh yeah, years,
decades. It's a full commitment, according to Jim Farkas, executive manager of Preferred Auto Dealerships in Grand Haven, Michigan. I wonder if he's any relationship to Scott Farkas.
I don't know.
Farkas introduced Preferred Auto Dealerships to sourcing more out of their service drives in 2025 after honing the strategy at a previous dealership group. What matters most is establishing consistency, he said. Managers should designate employees to work that process with regularity while setting clear goals for how many used vehicles need to be acquired. A dealership sourcing 8% of its overall used vehicle retail inventory each month from its service customers, for example, would be rocking it, he said.
Yeah.
So when you go in there, and you may or may not be ready for a trade or a new car or to get rid of your car, but it might be something to consider, especially if you got, 35, 40,000 miles on it, and it's either off lease or it's not an off lease and you are making payments on it. You might be able to bump up with just a few dollars more.
Not only that, you're in there for service. So is the car paid off? Are you upside down on it? Is the repair more than the value of the car? There's all that to consider, that these sharp salespeople will put that into a presentation and get you into a new car.
I had a friend of mine that actually had a vehicle, and they were having lots of trouble with it. And they had taken it in for, well, they were going to trade it in or sell it to CarMax. And the guy at the dealership said, hey, I'll give you $2,000 more than CarMax will. So she brought the paper from CarMax and said, "This is what we're going to offer you." She says, "Here you go. Here's the extra money."
Bada bing.
And they bought the car, the used car, and
Yep.
got her a new car.
There's even a commercial where the Carvana, where you buy in your car, where they come pick it up. And this is a big promotion. There's big marketing.
And I have to tell you, speaking of Carvana, there was a time when Carvana came to town and they put up the big vending machines.
They're still up.
They're still up.
Yeah.
They're not building them anymore
No,
because
no.
they're very expensive.
Yeah.
But Carvana has actually turned the corner and are actually doing quite well. So there are a lot of other used car retailers out there that haven't made it. Vroom for one of them.
That shut down.
And then there was Texas Direct. That shut down, got bought up by somebody else. And it was the whole used car thing just kind of evolved to what it is today.
But
and,
it's not an easy process. Even through Carvana, there are a lot of things, a lot of hoops you got to jump through, and there's a lot of fine print that you have to read before buying or selling a car to them. If you buy a car from them, you have to have certain things required by them through their outfit for insurance and things, and then you go through those steps to sell your car or to buy your car. If you want it delivered, you got to do certain steps to have it delivered. If you want it picked up, you got to go through certain steps.
They make it sound so easy on TV with the commercials. There are things that you have to do.
Jump through this hoop, and by the way, we're going to set it on fire while you jump through.
So when you sold your Cadillac, did you trade it in?
I did.
You traded it in for the Buick?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How was that process?
Pretty simple.
Was it?
Yeah, pretty simple. What was a General Motors dealership? It was a GMC Buick Cadillac store.
Oh, it was. Okay.
Yeah.
And other than take the title, what else did you have to do?
Nothing really.
Just take the title.
Yeah.
Here's the title. Sign it over.
Yeah. Give them a check for the car. Boom. I was out. It probably took maybe 2 hours.
That's not bad.
Yeah. And that was me calling them on the way to the dealership to find out if the car was still there that I saw in the ad. It was still there. I got there, and 2 hours later, I was driving out.
In that car, because that's the car that you saw online. That's the car that you
wanted. To make the story longer, I was at another dealership for the same car, and they couldn't sell it to me because it was missing a sticker from General Motors that was part of a recall under the hood. There was some type of technical sticker that General Motors puts under there. It was missing, and they said, we can't do that. Well, how do I get this? You could sell it to me and then mail me the sticker. I'll get my own. I don't need it, whatever the case. Can't do it because they'll get in trouble through the feds and General Motors.
Right.
So, very upsetting. I left the dealership, and on my way
ticked off.
I called another dealership because I'm sitting with the guy telling me he can't sell me the car, and I'm scrolling to buy another car on the phone. So that's what I did.
And they had one basically like the one, just like it.
Just same identical. In fact, had less miles, like 10 miles on or something.
Okay. But you did buy it new.
Right.
It was
brand
a new car.
Yeah. Brand new car. Yeah. They had to get it cleaned up. And actually, that was probably the process of the 2 hours done cleaning up the car.
Because it sat on the lot for a few days.
Whatever it was. I had the papers all filled out. I paid cash for it. I had a check in hand, all that stuff. So it was good. And they gave me the value of the car.
Yeah.
They actually gave me more because it was a V.
Oh my God. So the story with the V is they didn't make a Cadillac. Was it an SRX?
They did. Generation 1, they did make a V. Mine was the third generation.
It was an SRX.
Yes.
Yeah, Cadillac SRX.
Beautiful car.
Station wagon looking kind of
it was
thing.
a neat little car. It was fit me perfect. It held all my drum equipment in the back with, passenger to spare, all that good stuff.
Was it the CT5 that took its place? What was
XT5. XT5, and then they made a smaller one, the XT4 beyond that.
Yeah.
But I would get my car washed because I worked dealerships. With American Tire, I was regional manager. Dealerships 3-4 a day, and I would get the car washed a couple times a day. If it was raining or something, I'd get it pulled. Hey, how much does it cost for a car wash? No problem, Jeff. Give me your keys. While we're doing business, talking about tires and things, they were cleaning my car. Well, this one particular one at a Cadillac dealership, it was in San Antonio, Bachelor Cadillac, I believe it was. And the operations guy was a good friend of mine. Came back and said, Jeff, I got a problem. The 3.6 emblem on the back broke off during the process of washing the car. Oh, gosh, we'll just put another one on. We can't get one for like another week, 8 days. All right, well, what do you got? Well, we got a V. Let me have it. I didn't let them put it on. I took it with me, and I put it on. So I had a
V meaning a high horsepower Cadillac.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I
Did
had
you ever
that
have anybody
forever.
pull up next to you?
Yes,
Look.
I've had people go, "Hey, is that a V? That's a V. The car's not. But that is a V."
The emblem
Let's
is.
get technical about that.
Love it.
So yeah, and
Well,
I
so-
think they gave me more money because they thought it was a V. No, I'm just kidding.
Give that man some extra money for the V. Oh my
Speaking of extra money, there's Michael.
Yes, sir.
Well, did you make it back?
I did, but we were having, I'm not sure what's going on with Scott. We texted back and forth, and he was going to do some rebooting, and
It just didn't happen.
didn't happen.
Oh boy.
Okay. Well, Scott, it's great to have you not with us. I'm sorry that
he's doing it again.
this all happened. I got that, but we've got to move on.
Okay.
Hey, we do want to remind you that coming up, Jeff has the cruise in and events calendars, and I'll have the stories making headlines this week. Stay with us here on the award-winning InWheelTime Car Talk Show. We continue after this quick break. Stay with us.
You've waited all summer, and it's finally here. The Tailpipes and Tacos Fall 25 Cruise-In Car Show. It's been a while, but the popular Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise-In returns to the Lupi Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy, Saturday, October 18th. Make any donation to Shirley's Kids and get a free breakfast taco. There'll be mimosas and Bloody Marys, too. Get to the best cruise-in of the year. Tailpipes and Tacos Car Show, Saturday, October 18th, 8 to 11 a.m. Cruise in, make a donation of any amount, and grab a free Lupi Tortilla breakfast taco. Tailpipes and Tacos only happens at the Lupi Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy, 703 West Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard, just south of the Katy Freeway. Join the car camaraderie, and your car will automatically compete for one of 3 Chili Pepper trophies at no charge. Fall is here, and what better way to celebrate than with a free taco at Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise-In Car Show, Saturday, October 18th, 8 to 11 a.m. It's the cruise-in you won't want to miss. Lupi Tortillas, Tailpipes and Tacos in Katy.
Time to fire up those engines and pay tribute to the folks who make freedom possible. Bastrop's own Heroes in Hot Rods is rolling in for Veterans Day weekend. Friday night, downtown cruise. Saturday, 400 of the coolest rides in Texas. Proceeds help veterans, shelters, food pantries, and scholarships. Sponsored by Craig's Jewelry. November 7th and 8th, Main Street, Bastrop. Don't miss it.
You know, there's some real production work done there.
You think?
Yeah, I love the yeehaw at the end of it, and the music is
The
perfect.
chicken picking on the banjo?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know who's a good banjo player? Tom Easley, guy that played bass for us in the band.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah. He teaches banjo. He's really good at it. He's, you know,
Hey, be sure and join us for our live show every week. InWheelTime airs Saturday, 10 to noon Central Time, and we're on Facebook, YouTube, and InWheelTime.com. And thank you for joining us today. Time off for the cruise-in and events calendar.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Mars.
Here-
I'm sorry, Jeffrey.
Oh, no problem.
I saw Mr. Mars
Yeah, I
there.
know.
Just kind
Hey,
of
Michael,
threw me
how
off.
you doing, buddy? Here's one for us. Dangerfield Days Car and Bike Show. Now,
Rodney Dangerfield?
You're probably wondering where Dangerfield, Texas is. It's east of Dallas, and it's sort of between Shreveport and what's up? Not Lubbock. Lubbock's on the other side. It's just north and east.
Tyler, all that.
Yeah, it's a little bit north of Tyler, but it's in that area. You know,
It's up there
northeast
where
Texas.
George is.
Yeah, yeah. It's the Horn Family Funeral Home Run.
What?
Yes.
Wait a minute.
400
Run
yep.
that by again.
Horn Family Funeral Home is sponsoring this. It's a 400 Webb Street in Dangerfield. Dangerfield Days will feature car and bike show with categories including classic muscle cars, Jeeps, trucks, and Corvettes from 1990 and newer. The event includes food trucks, barbecue, vendor booths, kids area, and cornhole tournament. Register for the cost is $20. Takes place between 8 a.m. and 10:30. Judging is scheduled between 12:30, around 12:30-ish.
Is the king and queen of the event going to be riding?
I don't know, but it's a funeral home. People are dying to get in there. So also various raffles, 50-50 raffle along 9 People's Choice Awards. So there you go. It's in Dangerfield at Horn Family Funeral Home. Good luck. Bel Air High Water Truck Pull and Car Show. That's going on at 7008 South Rice in Bel Air, Texas, not far from here. They'll host a high water truck pull and car show October 11th.
High water truck pull.
Yeah. October 11th.
Mhm.
The event runs from 8 a.m. to 11 in Bel Air, Texas. The truck pool invites participants to play tug of war with high water rescue trucks, supporting Special Olympic Texas athletes. The car show welcomes all vehicles, including hot rods, vintage cars, customs, motorcycles, and daily drivers.
You know what they need to do is get one of those great big army vehicles that they use.
Yeah, like
This-
Mattress Mac has one of those. He's got a
where you
5-ton.
got to step up into the bed that's
You need an
6
elevator.
feet off
Yep.
the ground.
Yep.
Yeah, I got a feeling I know who would win that.
Yep. All right. Then we got one Legacy Ford of Rosenberg Mustang Club of Houston Fall Open Car Show. It's the 11th, which is next Saturday, 9 a.m. to 1:30. Legacy Ford at 27225 Southwest Freeway in Rosenberg. Legacy Ford Rosenberg hosting this event, Fall Car Show. The event opens to all makes and models, not just Fords. It'll be held at the Southwest Freeway location for them. Registration runs from 9 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. The show will run from 9 a.m. to 1:30. Awards presented at 2. Entry cost of $30. Pay cash. Discount rates for 25 for the first responders. 18 classes will be judged. Go out there and support that. It's a good cause.
We need to do a remote there.
Yeah, we do. Patrick is the general the principal, the general manager, pretty much.
Who's
owner.
Patrick?
Patrick, the owner of Legacy Ford.
Oh,
Cars
know
and
him.
Coffee, hosted by Fearless Performance. That's in Huntsville, and that goes from 8 a.m. to 11. And when you're done with that, you can go take the tour of the prison.
I was
Go
going to
see
say that's the
Sparky.
penitentiary town.
Go see Sparky. And then we've got one that we're doing. Don mentioned it earlier. Back to the Past car shows, the annual Classic Car, Truck, and Motorcycle Show Museum Open House, Cornerstone Academy, Spring Branch Bears is on the 18th, I believe that is. I wrote 18th.
Correct.
Maybe wrong. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's at 10 noon. All right. Everybody, put you down. I don't know what all that is. Thank you for that.
Mr. Mars, is that
Playing me out.
was that coming from you?
We lost
Sad but
Michael.
true. No, I was trying to hit the mute button and I hit the wrong button.
Oh my God. Okay.
He's playing me out, and that's about it. I mean, support your local car shows, your car events. I'm sure you got them, either at a church or a car dealership.
Well, October is the big month.
Yeah, October's a big month.
A lot of people do that, and then they take the car home, and then they start cleaning it up for Autorama, which comes Thanksgiving weekend.
Yep, that's a good deal too.
It's always
There you
fun.
All right, brown chicken. Wow. I was waiting for the music.
You know what? What's really nice about this setup is that I can take this button right here and go,
It pod me down.
and we can't hear him.
Oh,
Say something, Mars.
Hello.
it works. Well, we know that feature is great.
This digit right here works
Yeah,
great
okay.
for you.
And he's got 9 others.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
don't know. We don't want to know what they do.
Yeah.
No, you don't. All right,
Beautiful.
time now for some of the stories making automotive news headlines this week. Detroit 3 automakers have mounted a furious last-minute lobbying blitz over the Trump administration's potential tariffs on medium and heavy-duty trucks in a fight pitting Detroit's legacy automakers against each other.
Oh boy.
When is the last time that happened?
Girl
Like,
fight.
it still goes on
Yeah.
today. Stellantis has lobbied the administration in recent days to waiver or soften a possible 25% tariff that could otherwise hit medium-duty Ram pickup trucks the company makes in Mexico. People familiar with the matter told Bloomberg. This is a story from Automotive News. General Motors and Ford, meanwhile, have urged Trump's administration officials to dismiss the request, said the people who asked not to be identified because
Of course.
the discussions are private.
Oh, yeah. Mhm.
Ford argued that shielding Stellantis from the medium-duty truck tariffs would hand the company a cost advantage over U.S. assembled trucks
Yeah.
that contain imported parts already subject to tariffs, they said. GM told administration officials that if Stellantis gets relief on trucks, other automakers will want exemptions. And the maker of Chevrolet and GMC pickups could and should get one on its other Mexican-built models, according to one of the people. The effort comes just as the administration has blown past a timeline for imposing the tariffs, which the president has said would be in place by October 1. Trump said last week the 25% duty on heavy-duty trucks, part of the month-long investigation into heavy and medium-duty models. We'll see what happens on
Yeah.
that.
They're fighting.
They are. more money news to tell you about. The repeal of the U.S. electric vehicle tax credit won't just crash EV sales in the fourth quarter. It could slow the pace of adoption for years to come, according to industry forecasts. Market share for new battery electric vehicles was already stuck in single digits before the $7,500 tax incentive expired September 30th. Now, forecasters are scaling back their targets as affordability options and worries deepen. U.S. EV share will hover below 10% this year without federal support, according to Stephanie Valdez-Streety, Director of Industry Insights at Cox Automotive. It will likely rise to about 25% by 2030, she said. That's just half of the most optimistic industry forecasts from a few years ago. Still, 25% market share takes EVs out of the niche category, Valdez-Streety said. She urged automakers to address EV headwinds such as affordability and charging, two of the big things that keep people from going, I'll buy one of those.
Yeah, well, I'm understanding that the automakers are buying up the excess EVs to keep that rebate in place.
That'll only last for a while.
I know. They have
and that's like her talking about it going up to 25% in 10 years or whatever it is. They're not buying them now. It's slowing down now because it's all a money matter, which means most of us don't want to take that lifestyle change that it takes to move to an EV if there's no money for it.
And you and I both know that it is a lifestyle change if you want an EV.
Absolutely.
My daughter has one, and my friend of mine that I work with, he has a Tesla. And he told me, I'll never have another one because it is too big of a pain to have to go somewhere on a road trip to stop for 20 minutes to get it charged when I can just pull in the gas station, and for 5 minutes I can get 400 miles worth of gas.
20 minutes if you stop at the right charger.
That's
Otherwise,
correct.
It could be an hour or an hour and a half.
Or my charging story, as I told you on this show, I had an EV that was running low and I just could not catch up. So I decided that I was going to go find a fast charger. I did. And it was called a Shell recharge station. There was no gasoline available. It was strictly a fast charging station. 80% charge, took 20 minutes. It cost me $50.
What?
$50.
But didn't you have to drive to Pasadena to get that?
No. It was right there in First Colony.
Oh.
How many miles did that get you?
Well, it got it an 80% charge. In that particular vehicle, it was about 320 miles.
Yeah, okay.
Wow.
$50.
For
Dude,
$50.
I could have a car, a gasoline motor, to go to Dallas and halfway back for $50.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah.
Well, what was the last tour we went on? We went when we followed you out. I think it was one of the tours. I did the whole thing on a tank of gas.
Yeah. Down to Victoria and back.
Yeah.
There's that.
I get this week I got like 29 because I was more city driving, but I'm generally in the 32 range on the highway.
Yeah. They're hoping that EVs take off. There's no real data that she can present, I don't believe. I've never seen any that'll justify her statement that 25% of the market will be there in 10 years.
I don't agree. Well, I agree with you, Mark.
I'm driving a Buick, and everyone should own one.
Yeah. I like I've said from the very beginning, if the EV can't compete head to head without an incentive, then why? And these companies have spent billions of dollars already, and they've stopped building buildings that they're going to build these EVs in. They've backed out of these big battery plants. It was way too much too soon, and no infrastructure.
Wait for my motor minute. You
government. Wait for that. That's your government at work
right here.
Yeah. Well, it was my government at work.
Yeah.
They're the ones that started all this mess. Well, okay. I think that we are done with this segment. What do you think, Mr. Mars?
I think so. I think it's we have some other things to do.
We do?
We do.
What are they?
They're in the next segment.
Oh. All right. Well, I'm just checking. All right. The InWheelTime Car Talk Show continues right after this quick break.
You own a car you love. Well, why not let Gulf Coast Auto Shield protect it? Houstonian John Gray invites you to his state-of-the-art facility to introduce you to his specialist team of auto enthusiasts. We promise you'll be impressed. Whether you're looking to massage your original paint to a like-new appearance, apply a ceramic coating, install a paint protection film, nano-ceramic window tint, or new windshield protection called ExoShield, Gulf Coast Auto Shield is where Houston's car people go. Curbed your wheels? Instead of buying new, why not have them repaired? How about a professionally installed radar detector? Gulf Coast Auto Shield does that too. Get a peek inside the shop and look at the services offered by getting online and heading to gcautoshield.com. Better yet, stop by their facility at 11275 South Sam Houston Tollway, just south of the Southwest Freeway, and get a personal tour. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your place to go for all things exterior. Call them today, 832-930-5655 or gcautoshield.com. Rev up your engines. It's time to roll back in style at the Back to the Past Car Show. Join the Spring Branch Senior High School Foundation Saturday, October 18th at Cornerstone Academy, 9016 Westview Drive in Houston. Classic cars, trucks, and motorcycles. Family fun, food, music, and memories. There's something for everyone. Proceeds benefit local students and programs. Don't miss the shine, the chrome, and the nostalgia. 10 to 2, Saturday, October 18th, Back to the Past Car Show. SpringBranchBears.com/car show for more information. InWheelTime will be there too. That's it for this podcast episode of the InWheelTime Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.